Hello and welcome. I'm Grace and I'm here at Central Wellness Yoga Studio in Lincoln. Today I'm going to share with you the Chandra Namaskar, which is the moon salutation. It's a lovely, more inner journey of the flow. We get a little bit more into the hips, low to the ground, and celebrate the full moon. And often at the time of the full moon, we can feel, as the word full denotes, kind of an abundance of energy, but sometimes maybe a little bit overly flowing in our emotions. You might notice your sleep maybe is more disturbed. So we have that balance in the flow of kind of grounding, getting into the hips, getting into this water element, but also feeling the abundance of the movement, abundance of the breath, and really the fullness and joy of life and connecting to that. So I hope you enjoy. It's a fairly short practice together, but let us start for a moment into puppy dog pose. So the arms are extended further forward of the shoulders and the hips stay lifted here, but walk your knees a little further back and we'll just drop the head down. Now, I'm not using my blocks here. I do have two, but you might want to place a block underneath your forehead. I'm really here just for a moment. Bow down. And gently rock across your forehead, just massaging across a more kind of external watchtower of the frontal lobe of the brain. Letting that recede a little bit into this journey of our inner self. And really consciously let the belly soften. Try and take any expression off your face. And let the jaw go slack. And then here, take a nice full deep breath in and feel the kind of abundance of the breath, the fullness of the breath. You can feel it nicely into the belly, the ribs, top of the lungs. And then the long exhale, and the exhale, that quality of kind of letting go of grounding. Full deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out the mouth. And walk the hands just slightly up. I'll take an extension on this. We're going to bring the right leg out to the side. Keep the arms still extended forward and thread the left arm underneath. And again, maybe support the head with a block. So I'm reaching my left hand towards my right foot and turning and twisting the upper part of the torso towards the right foot. Maybe you can connect hand to foot, maybe not. Maybe that top arm, the right arm, might reach behind and take a bind. You might feel that actually gives you more stability, particularly if you're dropping over to the left here, of keeping the right hand plugging down. So just a moment again to connect into the fullness of the breath in and the fullness of the breath out. Nice soft gaze. Maybe all this done with the eyes closed. And then we'll bring the right hand down, slowly press into the right hand, thread the left arm back through and step the right foot back to meet the left. So take that over to the other side. So again, left leg extends out. Try and press the little toe edge of the left foot. And then hands forward of the shoulders, right arm threads underneath, maybe connecting foot to hand. Feeling the opening through the back of the shoulder into scapula. Make sure the head is supported, so very little pressure here on the neck and the shoulder. And then the left arm maybe wraps round, finding a bind if possible. And then again, nice full inhale. A long, steady exhale. Just opening into the hips, the shoulders, before we come into the flow, the Chandra flow. And then we unwind, left hand presses down, thread the right arm back through, bring the left leg back to meet the right on hands and knees. Tucking the chin, just dropping the head down so you're feeling a slight lift through the back of the body. And as we lengthen one area of the body here, lifting and filling the back ribs and feeling a fullness in the back of the body, feel like a slight contraction into the front of the body. Now as you inhaling, let the pelvis tilt, sitting bones up, press the chest forward. We get that fullness and length through the front of the body now. And a slight contraction as you draw your shoulders away from the ears into the back of the body. Good, finding neutral between those two, tucking over the toes, press into the hands, dropping the head, lift up and back, taking into down dog. And then our first down dog, as many of us like to do, a little bit of movement. Movement is grounding. Really celebrating the sensations in the body through the movement. And drop the hips a little side to side. You can walk one heel and then the other. And shake the head out a little bit. And in down dog, we're really pressing into the hands, at the same time trying to lift out of the shoulders into the hips. And then maybe a slight bend in the knees as you bring weight down through the backs of the legs to the heels. Good, together, look forward between your hands. Now take a big step forward to the front of the mat. And here again, soft knees, front ribs onto the thighs, let the head drop down. Maybe hold on biceps or forearms. And gently sway the torso a little bit. Again, releasing any excess energy here in the mind, the head below the heart. Sweep the arms up towards the ceiling, interlacing the fingers, and lift the knuckles up towards the ceiling. So you draw the head of the shoulders up and tucking the chin so you feel that space from the ear to the shoulder. Bend the left knee deeply, bring your left shoulder towards your left ear and begin to turn towards your right. So you're turning from the belly, the right rib cage, the right shoulder, but not necessarily needing to really lift and open through the jaw. So you can keep the head heavy. We're not leading with the head in this practice, listening to more intuitive wisdom of the body. The arms might slightly draw to the left. Again, nice full deep breath in. And then exhale, drop the head down, soften both knees. Let's bend the right knee, right shoulder towards the right knee, straightening the left leg. And again, not leading with the head, so head heavy, feeling the twist, maybe drawing the arms slightly over towards the right. But the knuckles are still staying up towards the ceiling, so it's engaged through the arms, not too passive in the stretch. And then again, soften both knees, come into center, and begin to allow the arms to come over the head. So here we do get a little bit more passive. Shake out the head, circle the neck. Again, every full deep breath in and long breath out. And then we'll sweep the arms out wide, press through the feet and grow tall. And so if you keep filling with breath, reach the arms up over the head, feel the fullness in that breath, and then long exhale. We come to stand together, front of the mat. So we come into mountain pose, feeling your mountain, the ground underneath us. You can rock a little bit forward and back. Bring the hands to the hip points, so feeling the central gravity in the body, softening the shoulders, gaze forward and down. Some of your practice at Ujjayi breath, start to layer that on top, inhaling through the nose. To feel the fullness of the inhale and the exhale, that's like contraction of the front of the body, navel towards spine. On your next breath in, press down through your left foot, pick your right knee up and bring your right foot into tree pose. So you'll notice here that maybe the right knee slightly turns out, but we're not twisting in the pelvis. And you might be on the big toes, you might bring the foot all the way up to the inseam of the leg. So find a place that for you today feels balanced, feels rooted down through the standing leg. And then as you reach the arms up over the head, you grow tall. Full deep breath in and steady breath out. Inhaling, bring the right knee through to center. I'm going to sweep the arms back onto the hip points and then stepping the right leg back into a high lunge. So feeling the body move in space. Take a deep breath in. Sweep the arms up over the head. Circle the arms. Feel that abundance in the movement. As you exhale, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhaling for 1. Exhale. Inhaling for 2. Exhale. You inhale for 3, bring the chest forward, release the hands down, frame the front foot. Inhaling, begin to turn to your right. So as you come to the side of your mat, turn your toes out, take a full breath in. And as you exhale, bend into your right knee, so a little more fluid into the hips. Inhale, come through center and try and bend the knees and flow over, bending the left knee. Inhale, center, really feel strong through the legs. Exhaling right. Inhaling center. Exhaling left. Inhale, center, so the feet are trying to pull the mat apart. As you exhale, turn all the way to the back of your mat. So in low lunge, look forward, lift the chest. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into down dog. Inhale, forward, plank pose, gaze forward, chest lifts. Exhale, bend the elbows, you can half all the way down, chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra up dog for that contraction in the back of the body. Exhaling, up and back, navel towards spine, coming into down dog. Full deep breath in for 1. Exhale. Inhaling for 2. Exhale. As you inhale for 3, right leg lifts. Modification is on hands and knees. Draw the right knee into your chest. Look forward, step the right foot forward and bring your back knee down. Reach the arms up over the head as you inhale. Again, feel that fullness in the breath. And then as you exhale, contract. Draw the shoulders back and down, cactus arms. Big breath in, reaching out for the length right up to your fingertips. Exhale, maybe the pelvis moves forward as you support the lift of the front of the body. One more time, inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, bend. Good, inhale, hands come forward. Frame the front foot, lift the back knee. Again, we turn all the way to the left, coming into the center side of the mat. Turn the toes slightly in. Inhaling, lift the chest. And as you exhale, bow forward, just letting the head drop down. You might hold on, possibly round the ankles, heels, maybe further up the leg, but let the elbows drop out to the side. Shake out the head a little bit. You can keep the knees slightly soft. But feel like actively pressing into the feet as you draw the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale fully, big, full, expansive breath in. Exhale fully. And then we inhale, release the hands, turn all the way to the front of the mat, turn low lunge, left foot forward, look forward, and exhale, step forward, front of the mat. Halfway inhale, hands to shins or tent the fingers. Exhale, knees bent, chest to thighs, feeling a curling in, letting the head drop, chin tuck. Reach the arms out wide, inhale, feel again, fullness of the breath, reach up. And center, exhale, finding the balance to the heart space. Find Tadasana, mountain pose for a breath. Hands to the hip points, shift the weight slightly to the right foot, pick the left knee up, and again find Vrikshasana, tree pose, the left side. Hands to heart. Rooting down as you reach the arms up over the head. Full inhale. Steady exhale. Inhale, circle the arms, hands to the hip points, bring the left knee forward, and you're feeling the body move back in space. Step the left foot back, reach the arms up, inhale. Big expansive breath as you circle the arms, good, interlacing the fingers. Inhaling for 1, keep the bend into the front knee, exhale. Inhaling for 2, contract the back of the body to lift the chest, exhale. Inhaling for 3, as you exhale, bring the chest forward, release the hands, frame the front foot. This time turning to the left side of the mat, turn your toes out, inhale through the center, and exhale, bend into the left knee. Inhale, center again, see if you can get a little deeper into the hips, so you glide, bending into the right knee. Inhale, center, exhaling left. Inhale, center, exhaling right. Inhale through center. Again, turning all the way to the back of the mat, left toes, low lunge, look forward, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into our down dog. Inhale forward, plank pose. Chest moves forward, elbows bend, chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or up dog, gaze tip of the nose and up dog. Exhaling, up and back, down dog. Full deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale through the nose. Again, if you can, exhale through the nose, so regulating the breath, disciplining the breath, disciplining the mind. Inhaling, left leg lifts. Draw the left knee into the chest, look forward, lightly step the left foot forward. Bring your back knee down. Reach the arms up, inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows, good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale, hands come forward, frame the front foot, lift the back knee, turning all the way to the right. Again, we come to center of the mat, toes slightly turn in, inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, this time as you fold forward, let the head drop down. Again, feel weight to the little toe edge of the feet. Reach the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, squeezing the shoulder blades together, dropping the head, and inviting the arms over the head as you start to really press the thighs back. If you find you lock your knees a lot, keep the knees soft. Big, expansive breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale, release the hands down, turning to your right, so at the front of the mat, right toes 12 o'clock, low lunge, look forward. Exhale, we step forward. Halfway, inhale, straighten the legs, lift the chest. Exhale, knees bent, chest to thighs. We're curling in for the end of the breath, a contraction front of the body. Now, big breath in, rise up for the fullness, look up, reach up. A little back bend at the top. And then exhale, hands, heart space. Again, let's come back, Tadasana. We'll take one more round. We're going to add on with a balance. If you find in the balance, a block might be handy. We're going to come into Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe have one at the end of your mat and one at the front of your mat. Again, take that moment to stand tall. Hands to center of gravity to the hip points. Shift the weight to your left foot. Again, take Vrikshasana, your variation. Pressing actively the right foot into the standing leg. Right knee draws out to the side. Draw the hands up over the head. Start to arc over here to the right, towards the bent knee. And notice we're contracting through the right side to lengthen through the left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, move back through center. Maybe keep the arms over the head this time as you bring your right knee forward and step all the way back into that crescent lunge. Big breath in, circle the arms, taking it different interlace of the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Just one breath here. Exhale, fold forward, release the hands. Turning to the right, come into the center. And turn the toes out, inhale. And as you exhale, bend into the right knee. And let's see if we can lift the hands up here. Inhale through center, stay low, exhale left. So using the strength, the groundedness of the legs. Exhaling right. Inhale, glide through center, exhaling left. Inhale through center, turning all the way to the back of the mat. Right toes 12 o'clock, low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, down dog. Inhale, forward, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale into down dog. Inhaling, right leg lifts. Draw the right knee into your chest, look forward. Lightly step the right foot forward. Walk the hands forward. And if you're using a block, your block is in your right hand. And then from here, press into your right foot and confidently press off that right foot to lift the left leg. Walk the right hand slightly forward of the right shoulder. Keep grounded through the right leg and have a slight bend in the right knee. But start to lift and turn the pelvis, chest to the left. Left hand maybe comes to the left hip point. As you roll from the belly, the right rib cage, the right shoulder, extending the right arm up. Turn your right toes towards your face and press to your right heel. Again, feeling those opposing opposites, grounded but open. Fullness in the pose, fullness in the breath in, and the steadiness of the exhale, the release. Bring your gaze down, bring the left hand down, bend into your right knee, and we join all the way back into low lunge. Turning to the left, come back through center, turn your toes in, inhaling, lift the chest. Exhale, place the hands down the back of the leg and fold forward. Full deep breath in, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Inhale, turn all the way to the front of the mat, left toes 12 o'clock, low lunge, look forward. Exhale, step forward, front of the mat. Halfway, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward bend, chest to thighs, curling in. So reach the arms out wide, press the feet, rise on the breath, look up. And center, exhale, hands, heart space. Release the arms, Tadasana, hands to hip points. Press through the right foot, bring the left knee up. Take Vrikshasana, left side, hands to heart. Inhaling, extend the arms up over the head. And as you exhale again, arcing over to the left side, feeling that contraction through the left to lengthen through the right. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, find center. Draw the left knee forward, and as we exhale, we step back to crescent lunge. Big breath in, circle the arms, interlace the fingers, lift the chest, exhale. Good, lowering the chest forward, frame the front foot. And as you exhale, turning all the way to your left. Again, toes turn out, inhale through the center. Exhale, bend into the left knee. So if you can lift the hands up, inhale, center. So really strong through the feet. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhaling left. Inhale, center. Exhaling right. Inhale, glide through center, turning to the back of your mat. Left toes 12 o'clock, low lunge, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into down dog. Inhale, rock forward, plank pose. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, up and back into down dog. Full regulated breath in. And steady regulated breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Draw the knee into the chest, moving from the core. Lift the knee, lift the foot, lightly step through. Walk the hands forward, block is in your left hand. Press into your left foot and lift the right leg up. Keep it light if you're not using the blocks up into your fingertips of the left hand. Then turning from the belly, feeling the right hip on top of the left, opening across the chest, and maybe extending the right arm up. Turning the toes towards the face, and actively pressing into the back heel. How grounded, how balanced do we feel? On your next breath in, bring the right hand down, bend into your left knee, lightly step back. Good, bring your back knee down, reach the arms out, one breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chest. Good, inhale, bring the hands forward, frame the front foot, lift the back knee, turning to the right. Take a breath in center, turn the toes in, exhale again, we fold forward. Interlacing the hands behind, so you can take that different clasp of the fingers. Come into that mudra, yoga mudra here, dropping the head down. Feel the fullness of the breath through the front of the body. And as you contract on the exhale, navel towards spine, feel that release down the back of the body. Inhaling, turning towards the right, release the hands down. So we're back in that low lunge, look forward. And exhale, we step forward, front of the mat. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale and bow forward. Good, let's close. Take a breath in, rise up. Find the center point, the heart space. Soften the shoulders, soften the gaze. And your own heart beating, your own rhythm. And in that balance. And then release the arms down by the side. Good, we're going to come into a little bit of hip release here. So let's turn the toes out. as if you're coming into a malasana. So you can stay facing front of the mat. And then we're just going to come down and just come a little bit side to side. So we're not staying in the squat, just rocking and releasing into the hips, rolling over the ankles and the feet. And then bring your hands flat or use your blocks. Keep your left toes turned down and step your right leg back into lizard pose. And again, just keep that little bit of fluid movement. Drop the hip down. You might even lift and straighten the front leg. And it stays very organic and free and flowing into the movement. Bend into the left knee, look forward. And then see if you can step the right foot forward to meet the left. Back into that malasana. Right toes turn out. And then as you're ready, step the left leg back. So we're going to lizard this side. Right toes, right knee are in line. And just rocking a little side to side. Maybe straightening the right leg. So don't keep it too linear here. Move, free the body. And then from here, we'll meet into our down dog again. Stretching it up and back into down dog. Feel maybe a lot of energy and sensation around the pelvis, around the hips. Second chakra, Swadhisthana. The chakra of a water element. So as we come down onto our hands and knees, let's bring the hips back to the heels. Bring the legs forward. We'll close with just a nice seated twist and a little bit of hip. So we're going to bend the left knee, coming into half virasana. Sometimes blocks or blankets underneath the knee or the ankle with support. And then with your right foot, either right foot to the inseam of the bent left thigh, or if some of you are coming into the half lotus, that variation is there for you. And again, a block can be underneath the right knee. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Bring the right hand behind, so taking this into a twist. Take a nice full deep breath and feel in the fullness of the breath. It creates a little bit more space and length. And then as you exhale, move into that space, twisting to the right. And just start by taking your gaze down to your right fingertips. Some of you might have enough stability here to release your right hand and wrap it behind onto your lower back, or even if you're in that bound into the half lotus, find your right foot. Possibility with your left hand to bring it under the right knee, and then you bring a little weight down with the right knee. And again, take a breath in and twist. Soften the gaze down the right shoulder again, so your right hand might still be down, or it might be in the bind. And then together we're going to tuck the chin, drop it towards your chest, and finally take your gaze softly towards your left shoulder. Every full breath in and long breath out. And then we'll release that unwinding, roll the shoulders a little bit, release the legs, shake them out a bit side to side. And then we'll come with the right leg back into Virasana, and just notice that you're not sickling the right foot out to the side. So I'm not sitting on my right heel, and you might want to support it with your blanket or your block. Again, any variation with the left foot into the thigh or into the half lotus. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Left hand starts behind first of all, and this nice tall spine inhale. Feel some length and space, that fullness that the inhale gives us. So we can move into that as we start to twist to your left. Shoulders soft. Try and keep the jaw soft. And then maybe with your left hand, it's going to reach behind and going to find the bind, the foot or into the thigh. And then with the right hand, maybe underneath the left knee. So you feel a little bit more kind of, those connection points. Again, together we soften the gaze down to the left shoulder to begin with. And then tucking the chin through center. And looking down and over the right shoulder. Lovely full breath in, finding some space in the fullness of the breath. And then moving and really occupying that space, feeling grounded within yourself. And then we unwind, roll the shoulders a little bit, release the legs, drop them side to side. And then we're going to either sit cross-legged, my left shin is forward, and that might feel enough to come forward into the hips, and maybe we can sit up onto a block if you want to, or I'm noticing that's kind of the line for the front of my mat, so it gives you an indication that my right shin is parallel to the mat. And then I'm going to stack the shins on top of each other. And maybe I find that a block sometimes placed here to support the knee, the left knee is helpful. Then lift the chest and we soften and fold forward. And really celebrate here all those sensations in the body right now. And again, if you can find the fullness in the breath, to breathe in and find some space. And as you exhale, feel that releasing quality. Soften through the shoulders and the face. And we'll take a breath in, walk the hands back. Release. A lot goes on in those outer hips. And again, cross-legged maybe, right shin in front, or left shin parallel to the front of your mat. So you get that line to stack the shins. Block, helpful to support the right knee possibly, flexing the right and the left foot. And then again, we come forward. And slow the breath, soften the gaze. See if you can let the lips slightly part. And connecting the fullness of the breath to the body, the mind steady and focused. Full inhale. Long exhale. And again, we come up. Release the blocks. Release the legs a little side to side. And then finally take Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Knees, you can have blocks underneath the knees. Nice and simple, sit tall. And then this time really here, just let the belly soften. And let the head drop, forehead towards the toes. Again, that feeling of the introspection of the practice. Both those energies of being open to possibility, but also to be grounded. Breath in, sit tall. And finally, we sit together for a closing meditation. So I'm going to invite you to find a seat and sit up onto a block can be helpful. Cross-legged. If you prefer to do this lying down, you can, but we're actually going to work with a mudra. Remember mudra, working with the hands to sign language back to the body, a lot of nerve endings on the fingertips. So simply the right palm is going to face up and just rest on the thighs. And the left hand just lightly with the fingertips drop down. And then here, just take a moment and soften again the gaze. It's nice and tall. Connect to the breath. And then begin to feel your awareness all the way down the left side, left arm, down to your left fingertips, just lightly touching the earth. Grounding here, any energy that kind of distracts you, anything that disconnects you in this moment. The left arm just dropping down, letting the ground take any of those distractions. So creating a little space in our being, all those layers of our being, whether it's a mental distraction, physical, energetic, just letting the breath flow, Feel the breath down the left arm. And as you feel that kind of shift, grounding, steady, heartbeat, a little cooling in the body, grounding those things that disconnect us. Now shifting your attention through center, down the right arm to the right palm. Feel the right palm open. Open to possibilities. This unlimited resources and potential of energy that's always there. Universal energy that's always with us. These are the things that don't always ground us. Passion, love, the energy, that's creativity, the unlimited aspects of ourselves. Feel that open to possibility in your right hand or right palm. Really breathing down the right side. Opposite to grounded. What makes you feel alive, and thrive and full. The abundance. I'm going to tap into that for a moment, breathing down the right side. Notice as you breathe down the right side, you can also feel the awareness to your left fingertips, grounded. The two not separate. We can feel alive and passionate and thriving, but also grounded and focused. Bring your left hand up to that half of Anjali Mudra, a prayer position to the heart. And then bring your right palm to lightly touch your left, joining together the right and the left, just feeling those energies sealing in the center, dropping your chin down towards your chest to your heart space. In the center of space of light, of hope, connected to ourselves. Take a moment to give thanks to all the blessings and fullness in our life. The blessings, however great or small, an appreciation of those moments that sustain us in our life, that give us the fullness and the abundance. Let us bow forward together, closing our practice. Thanks to your body. Thanks this time, this practice that reminds us the important things in life. Things that ground us, but also the things that bring us amazing passion and joy. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me today.